Hey, I am back from my second week volunteering with Sar El, um, back in Tel Aviv. Some of the hardest work I've actually ever done. And that was 2 weeks compared to the 2 years that every Israeli has to do. So, very inspiring. I met people from around the world. Not everyone was Jewish. People from Canada, France, Germany, South America. Their uniting idea was that they are here in any way to fight for civilization, and that's what this is. This is not Israel against Hamas. This is not Israel against any single entity. This is civilization versus chaos. This is the Western world, liberal Enlightenment values against fundamentalist Islam. And if you know any country that is Islamic and has fundamentalism in their DNA, this is Iran, Afghanistan, these countries, Lebanon, Syria. You know what happens. We're seeing it now in London, in Canada, Germany. People there, Jews, can't go out with any visible indication of who they are and what they are. In the West now, we have these children on college campuses uh, calling Zionism a dirty word, participating in blood libels, calling us genocidal, saying Israel is an apartheid state. Uh, those couldn't be farther from the truth. The soldiers, I've met with many soldiers, some who literally just got out of Gaza. They saw their friends die. And the strength of these people is just beyond any mention. And they maintain their humanity. There is no calls for any sort of annihilation or a genocide. What they want is to be able to live freely in our own country, the only tiny country that the Jews have in this entire world, um, without being subjected to rocket attacks and terror attacks and stabbings and shootings just because we're Jews. It's not a land struggle. I've met with Israeli Arabs, Muslims, Christians, Druze, and they love it here. They love that they are able to pursue whatever they want without it being stolen by despotic regimes, which are prevalent in every single fundamentalist Islamic country. So we're not fighting just for the Jews. This is specifically for Western civilization. This is for self-determination. And if Israel falls, I'm sorry to say, the West is next. Europe is done. Canada, they have their tail between their legs and they're acquiescing to the loudest voices. And those loudest voices are filled with lies. This is a very important time, and it's not a time to sit on the sidelines and talk about both sides and the nuances of the political situation here. Bibi, who cares? It's not about who's in power. It's about the idea of civilization versus barbarism. And we saw barbarism. We saw what they do. We saw it on the streets of New York City and Washington, D.C. on 9/11. Uh, we saw it on October 7th. That's what's coming. It's coming to Canada. It's coming to the United States. It's already in London. It's already in France. It's already in Germany. We can't let the loudest voices speak for free people. Everyone needs to pick a side in this fight.